Ik heb de minister-president net ook laten weten dat ik de PVV-bewindslieden uit het kabinet zal terugtrekken.
Ook met het vertrek van de PVV er onvoldoende draagvlak is in de Tweede Kamer voor dit kabinet.
The Dutch government has collapsed following Dutch bondvillains Geert Wilders in his native tongue pull out of his party, currently the biggest in parliament, from the four-party government coalition. Because in the Netherlands, you need at least 4 to govern. And also the guy they picked to govern and be prime minister, Dick Schoof, whose tenure has just been unceremoniously ended, wasn't even a member of one of those 4 parties. Because when the Dutch do democracy, just like with tulips, they do it hardcore. And trust me, you don't even want to know what the fuck the Belgians are doing. But who is Geert Wilders? And why did he pull out of the coalition, effectively collapsing the government of the Netherlands and leading the country to another election? Let's do a refresher course. Geert Wilders, OG far-right patron saint, was there before it was cool. Roll the tapes.
De PVV heeft de kiezers beloofd om het strengste asielbeleid ooit en het strengste beleid tot de strengste landen van Europa te horen. We hebben een plan voorgesteld om de grenzen te sluiten voor asielzoekers, ze tegen te houden, te weg te sturen. Daar heb ik de handtekening van de coalitiegenoten, voormalig coalitiegenoten moet ik zeggen, onder gevraagd. Althans onder het merendeel van die maatregelen. Dat hebben ze niet gedaan. Dus ik kon niets anders doen nu dan te zeggen, dan trekken wij onze steun aan dit kabinet in.
I would, if I would become the Prime Minister of the Netherlands, close the Dutch borders for immigrants from Islamic countries immediately.
35 zetels! De grootste partij van Nederland!
De asielproblematiek wordt aangepakt, dat ze weer de huizen vooral naar die...
So I rather would have no Quran at all, as we in Holland at least have outlawed Mein Kampf as well.
Willen jullie in deze stad en in Nederland meer of minder Marokkanen?
I am not a racist, and neither are my photos. This sentence proves that you judges are completely out of touch. So you will need an exit. You will have to leave some treaties. You will have to stop the immigration and leave the European Union to get the front key of your front door back.
Great guy, great guy. As you can see, he feels a little bit like a nostalgia act from the 2010s. His plans are shit and pretty much unworkable gibberish on every policy apart from immigration, where they are extra shit. Look, this is just the anti-Islam guy. That's it, that's his policies, he has no others. Oh, I'm sorry, he also hates the EU and loves Russia. You know, when this thinking comes from Trump, whatever, I can at least partly comprehend it. But when it comes from someone actually living in the EU, it's just shit, really. How this guy could actually govern the fucking country is beyond me. And thankfully, the possibility seems to be becoming more and more distant, as ever since his Freedom Party joined the government, their poll ratings seem to have been brought down to size. So who's gonna win the next election? Nobody, of course, if we're talking about outright, because the Dutch system is very representative, so nobody's winning 50%. But even then, it's very hard to anticipate what's going to happen. I guess we can compare current polls with the last election result. Since the last elections, support for both small parties in the coalition appears to have cratered, while the two big parties in the coalition fared different fates, with the Freedom Party, Hertz Party, losing support, while the center-right liberals gain support, leading to a sort of three-off in the polls, with the three biggest parties, Hertz Party, the Liberals, and the Socialist Green Alliance, hovering at about 20%. And if again everybody from the center to the far right of the political spectrum refuses to play the socialists and Greens in, they're destined to be the main opposition again, with the same issue as last time arising, because you can't stitch together a right-wing coalition in Dutch politics without Wilders's party. So even though he's taken a beating in the polls, the center and center-right parties will either have to negotiate with the left or will be in exactly the same situation as last time after the next elections. But enough boring stuff. Let's talk about something fun. Did you know that Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene from the United States just came out and publicly admitted that she would not have voted in favor of Trump's big, beautiful corporate cash grab of a bill if only she had fucking read it? Indeed, Marjorie, as others have already pointed out to you, that was your one and only job. Aced it. So before I go, we also have some news from South Korea.
제게 주어진 큰 책임과 사명을 우리 국민들의 기대에 어긋나지 않도록 최선을 다해서 수행하도록 하겠습니다.
Look, it's great to see South Korea finding back its democratic footing after the tumultuous reign of the now impeached, disgraced former president Crazy Yoon. Great news for Korea and the world. So with that, I bid you farewell, or as the Dutch say, doei doei.